I have water energy. This is Rev Sky with Guiding Light Healing. And I am here with your water energy reading for April 2020. This encompasses all water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So some of it may resonate with you, some of it may not. It may also resonate with something in your area, an external force. But let's get started. Because water signs, I am a Cancer. I know what's been going on with water signs. I really want you to know, okay, whatever you're going through, there is the other side. Yeah, see, this card just popped into my lap. It says, I don't know if this will, sadness. All right, and she looks pretty sad. But I'm going to keep shuffling because I wasn't really ready yet. But yeah, just the intensity. Because first of all, emotions are intense things. And water signs, no matter what anybody says, I'm a Cancer, I could say this. You endure what most people can't. And I'll tell you why I say that. Because first of all, you're a crab. So you have a shell, a protective coating, as it were. You can live on land. You can be on land, right? Or you can be in water. So you have you can adapt to environmental and climate changes a lot easier than a out of the water signs. Scorpio lives in the desert and Pisces lives in the water. Can't live on. So you're the cardinal Cancer sign. And people don't realize how tough water signs can be, because water signs hold the crucible to all the mysteries. I mean, if you don't believe me, first book of the Bible, God looks at his face upon what? The waters, not in the air, not on the earth, and not certainly, he becomes a burning bush or his voice. But the first thing he looks to reflect upon himself and his creation is water, which gives you the inherent ability to reflect. You're a mirror to people. So you come into people's lives. A lot of water signs are empaths. And you show them what they need to heal in themselves. That's the good side. The bad side is once that reflection, once they recognize that trait in themselves that you reflect off to them, then that becomes too much for them. So a lot of water signs have been going through a lot of things, endings in relationships and family and people and blah, 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 blah. But don't despair, because if it means anything at all, it means that person is going away to be a better person. Does that make you feel better? It should. I mean, I try to think of it and it makes me feel better. If that person left who I am to be a better who they are, then the world's made a better place, right? We're not here for just physicality. Some people believe that, but you wouldn't be watching me if you believed that our physical existence began and ended with our lifespan on this planet. So anyway, because you are water signs, and I really do this for the other signs. All my readings are different. I like to tailor them to what I'm told to use, and for the particular, message. So I took out my healing cards. Heal yourself. And this is what came out. This is what came out as the dominant card, is healing. So yeah, you see this woman's eyes, the mascara. She's cried a lot of tears. But then look at down here. This is like Reiki. So somebody may be a Reiki healer or going for Reiki healing to get over some emotional wounding. Okay, then these other, yeah, healing cards. Here we are. Cycles of self-sabotage. You are healing from cycles of self-sabotage, which to me is putting, when I think of it, as it, pertains to me anyway, it's always putting the other person first, always being compliant and being the malleable one, the one that but this is saying that you do it to yourself. Nobody puts baby in the corner. You do this to yourself. You're doing this to yourself, and you have been doing it to yourself over and over and over again with, I'm going to say, with relationships, because it's cycles that repeat. So you might be healing by reflecting on these repetitive cycles and how they have spilled over into your life and created circumstances and situations. I believe in cause and effect. What goes around comes around, and karma and all that. And goodness knows, I pray every day that I'm released from any more karmic debts, because I just don't want to deal with it. But I see that this is still a process for you. I think it's a self-sabotaging through the partners that you pick. You pick partners. Oh, geez, water signs. I think this is going to get deep, but I think this is important for you guys. You guys are in the habit of picking partners that help you to sabotage yourself. That's the healing. That's the thing. You pick partners that help you to sabotage yourself. Now, how is that possible? Well, if you have low self-esteem, you're not going to pick somebody who sees your value and raises you up. You're more prone to pick somebody who is going to, like I said, don't forget the mirror, who is going to project back to you. Flash Gordon. They're going to project back to you how you feel about yourself. So if you are always like, if you're asking yourself, why do I always get involved with these losers, or why do I always get involved with the same type that are put me in this where I've got to constantly go through a cycle of healing, a healing cycle. And I believe this. I really do, water signs. I think that out of all of the signs I've heard of, that you guys go through cycles of healing. It's like boom, boom, boom. You go through cycles of healing because you keep, regardless, you could get over your self-esteem issue and then you have another issue. So you'll attract that person that keeps bringing. So this might be your purpose in this lifetime, to constantly attract people that show you ways that you're sabotaging your own greatness. We all are entitled to our own sense of greatness, but that's what I see there. I just wanted to pull that for you guys. So, some healing cards so that basically what to work on in this time, especially now when all the things that are going on. And like I was telling somebody the other day, I said, your stress level is affected also, your health. is affected by your stress level. So to panic about things and to worry about what's not happening and to worry about what might happen that hasn't happened, and all of that creates stress. And guess what happens after that? It lowers your immune system. I learned this in college. It lowers your immune system, and antibodies in your body that should be fighting off maybe some type of virus or cold that's coming on, will they're not doing that, because inside of you, in your body, those cells, or those the stress cells or whatever, look the same as a disease cell to your antibodies, or to your immune system. So your immune system goes to fight off these stress things that are all mental, and so they're over here fighting this off. And while they're fighting this off, your body, your physical being, is not getting any antibodies. So it comes in contact with something, right? There's no antibodies to say, oh, like Pac-Man, and go, oh, that's no good for your body. So now you're out stranded, and you are prone to catching something. I learned the hard way. Stress is a killer. Stress will kill you. You cannot afford to stress over what somebody else does or doesn't do. I mean, would you want somebody to stress over the choices that you make? Probably not. So it's not a good idea. Just keep yourself well by telling yourself that, don't tell yourself that it was done to harm you, whatever happened. Tell yourself that it was done to save you from possibly something bad. It's hard. It's hard. I know it's always hard for water signs. We love so deeply and so hard. But you know what? I'm just going to be honest with you. Some people just don't deserve it. I mean, you can not in your energetic field, right? You can love somebody from a distance and wish them well, and and everything else, but they're not in your energetic field. Once they're in your energetic field, then they have an effect on it. All right? Okay. So let's pull some cards from the NRG Oracle. What's going on for water signs? One more card, please, for baseline for water signs for April 2020. Mary, my divine intercessor, please give me one more card. Oh, she gave me two. All righty. Water signs, this is really pretty good, actually. I mean, I just got done doing fire, and they're dealing with some very physical things that are going on in their world. I swear, sometimes when I read for fire signs, I feel like I'm watching a James Bond movie. It's like all espionage, pretty women, and weird looking characters. It's crazy, but that's, I mean, I can't lie. That's what it is. So here we have Goddess of the Moon and adjacent possibilities. So you may learn of an opportunity that comes to you at night while you're out somewhere, maybe a dinner meeting or something. Goddess of the Moon, though, this see how she's looking. I got this impression that she's holding her own halo up. You see? She's holding it above her head. And she looks, get my glass here. This looks like she's getting energy from this orb, this earth. Like I said, somebody might be a Reiki instructor or practice Reiki or learning Reiki, energy healing. but they are getting healing from this moon. So I would think I would watch the moon cycle for the month of April, water signs, and see how what effect it has on you, because there's adjacent possibilities adjacent to this goddess of the moon. So what I'm telling you is, and the moon is water, right? That it is water. Now I was watching a program that really was kind of freaked me out a little bit. And it was on YouTube too. And it was one of those, when you start watching a channel on YouTube, and then it, like, if you have like that, where it continuously plays, and suddenly you get into the zone where it's showing you things and you're like, I would have never picked that, but oh my gosh. And you start watching it, and then that goes to another show and another show. Next thing you know, you're going down the rabbit hole, right? But anyway, I was watching this program where they were talking about the moon actually being somewhat hollow, and that it's not really a planet, it's a satellite. And then it was like, the question was like, well, who put it there? Well, whoever put it there, she's basking in it. She's basking in the energy of it. So there's some kind of knowledge between water signs and the night moon, Luna. Like the word lunacy comes from lunar, comes from the moon, comes from when people back in the day used to blame like certain behaviors on the moon. It was full moon. So anyway, here we have, and this is the really cool thing we have, the seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel. Now the seventh chakra is the crown. That's the Kether, right? That's where your Kundalini rises above your head. Now, in medieval and old Dutch paintings, old Renaissance paintings, basically, they have the, you've seen them in church or whatever. They have the orb, or I think it's called the halcyon, something like that. But anyway, it glows around their head in the painting, right? The disc type of thing. That is the Kether. That is the divine. That's when you've met with the divine, and you and the divine now have a channel open. Now you have a channel open. So somebody's been praying a lot. They may have been praying to like, I'm a denominational reverend. So depending on what the matter is, sometimes I feel Hindi, sometimes I feel Christian, sometimes, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. I think they all of the ascended masters have keys to humanity. I mean, I think that's part of the deal with your diploma. That's what you get. But so you may be praying to different entities or learning about different entities, maybe esoteric, maybe occult. Because then we have the Magician and the Mirror. Those two cards came out together, the Kether and the Magician in the Mirror. So I'm getting like a, King Solomon is in the Bible, and King Solomon is very celebrated. He's a great king, and known for discernment. But there's another side to King Solomon. Like, you can read the Bible for your religious views, and that's fine, and I've done that, and I do that. But there's also historical things going on here. King Solomon lost favor with God. Also, it was written down, and that King Solomon also could talk to the spirits, command the spirits, knew about demonology, knew how to command them to perform at his will. And so I'm seeing the Magician in the Mirror, and I'm seeing that some type of prayer, some type of knowing, the Keither. That's all knowing, right? That, and I saw those healing cards, that you are your own reflection. That you're learning. Actually, I'm going to tell you this. You might very well be learning how the law of attraction really works. And I might do a video about it at some point in the future. I think I might even entertain another channel just called Rev Sky Speaks, so that I can go as deep as I like to with these things, because it's very interesting. You know, I'm the type of person, question everything. Learn what you want to know. Don't just because that's the way it's always been done, or that's what it's always been told to you, that's your truth. You're here to learn what your truth is. You're not here to represent somebody else's truth. Not necessarily. Not in my book anyway. But anyway, so this is like, now you're looking in the mirror and you're saying, and the law of attraction thing is starting to pop. I'm getting that impression. And you're not really sure if you have it harnessed. You don't really know what to ask for, water signs, because now you're scared that what you ask for you'll have, and you may not want it. Adjacent possibilities. There are so many things. So many things. So, okay. Now we've got these cards here. I think I'm going to do it the reverse that I did from the fire signs. I'll use the Cyril Marchetti cards to, I hard shuffled these already. So, and these feel pretty good without, hard shuffling them anymore. So let's see, adjacent possibilities. I curled my hair and it's like really freaking me out. Adjacent possibilities. Adjacent possibilities. Please clarify 4 water signs for the month of April 2020. Mary, please give me cards for adjacent possibilities on 1, 2. Oh, there we go. Water signs. Something ended for you. Now, I don't want to get preachy on you, but I think something ended for you because this is what you know. I don't think you were doing that. I think you were stuck in a loop here and not able to get out. So this cycle finally completed because you decided to complete it and discover what else is out there, or other things were presented to you so that you would be strong enough to complete a cycle. That's what I'm getting, because like I said, I see here somebody using the law of attraction, or somebody using some type of manifesting work, but it's mirror work, and we're water signs. So I'm wondering, well, okay, with the world card we have the 10 of Cups. Let's get out of this, like this energy that water signs are in, with somebody's always leaving them and living happily ever after with somebody else. I mean, let's make 2020 not that year no more. Let's put that to bed. That somebody always goes for somebody else for fulfillment. Let's discover what that is in the mirror. That's the other message I'm getting too, because I'm seeing here 2 cycles ending. This is the World and the Ten of Cups. So that's 2 situations that, showing that go somewhere else, go look somewhere else, that this is over. The situation has completed in all of its glory. Now that could be somebody that's in your environment too. And also too, I wanted to let you know that these aren't gender specific. These are how you apply them. It's the energy. Okay. So we've Goddess of the Moon. This person's getting knowledge. This may be knowledge that comes at night. Somebody may find out something at night. Now, this card came next. So this is the 5 of Pentacles. Somebody, water signs, may have had a premonition from this moon energy, or during a moon cycle, or on a full moon, that they were being left out in the cold, that a cycle had completed. Because then after that I have the 9 of Cups. This is the wish fulfillment. 10's right next to it, right? The wish coming true for water signs, for King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire energy. You did not come up in their reading, water signs. I don't even remember seeing any water in their reading. But here's in all the glory, right? This person, well, here I have Temperance. This is fire and water. This is the blending of fire and water. This is alchemy. This is fire and water. When it comes together, it's supposed to produce something. If it doesn't, it ends up being steam and then dissipates, right? And here's Judgment. This is the judgment call. This could be somebody coming back, water signs, or this could be somebody making a judgment to not, These 3 came out together. So this is, the Temperance card is a Sagittarian card, so this could be a Sagittarian. The King of Wands could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian. Judgment, I'm not too sure what the Judgment card is. I'll be honest with you. I'm not really sure. But that's close to but that's right before this World card. Right? Water signs. I'm getting the impression that, and I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like, I mean, I get premonitions in my sleep. I've been that way since I was a kid. And they're not things that I can affect. I mean, because while I'm sleeping and I'm dreaming of them, they seem encrypted to me. Like there's, like if I tell somebody I had a dream about you, a lot of times they'll say, "Oh wow, that's right. How did you know?" But I have no effect at the time that's happening. Do you know what I'm saying? So you might have some type of dream before this happens that you're going to be left out because somebody is going to go back to something else, back to a Sagittarian, back to a fire sign. But I see here water. This is satisfaction, right? Some type of satisfaction. Okay, let's see. Because after that, we have the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Like I said, I think that your third eye was opened and you saw something in your sleep, in your dreams, or in meditation. Somehow or another, you became aware. You became aware of something. Magician in the mirror. You might have become aware that somebody was watching you too, or that somebody was emulating you, copying you. King of Swords. This is, not really sure what this King of Swords is doing here. Why is this King of Swords here? Well, now we know. I think we do. Anyway, this King of Swords, this, sorry, I have something else in the background running and it keeps popping up and it's bothering me. This King of Swords, this is also fire energy. This is the Page of Wands. This is passionate messages. This is immature, a sense of immaturity, like what's the word? Like almost, it's not the Page of Swords. It's not that spontaneous and it's not spying, but it's sending messages prematurely. That's the word. It's prematurely sending out messages in the hopes of a response, right? The Magician in the Mirror. This is somebody who, oh my gosh, this is freaking me out now because I just got this water signs. I just got this thing that this person practices. I don't know spell work really. I don't. I know about it, but I think this person used mirror magic to get into your head. This King of Swords person, this is some type of weird magic, like, and the Lovers. So a choice was made, but I'm just getting, all of a sudden I got this freaky feeling. I don't know why, but I got this freaky feeling that somebody like uses this scrying mirror, or that you picked up some type of energy from this person. This person was sending like sending messages to you, maybe telepathically, but they were doing it on purpose, like where you were you're a water sign, so you're the receptive end. You're receiving. Like I said, God looked at his face upon the waters. The waters received the reflection. You received from this magician through your third eye. You were connected telepathically to this person. I don't know if you still are, but you were. Let's see. I'm using the Kipper to clarify adjacent possibilities, but I think this person knew, which is weird, because this person was courting someone else. They were courting somebody else, or they stopped courting you, but they were like playing games. They were, oh my gosh, this is pitiful. It's just pitiful. This person, or if you were the subject of somebody's like sick joke, like, I'm going to see if I could send her like using a Ouija board or scrying mirror or something like that to get you in this loop, in this head loop, knowing like they had staged this whole event, all of this. That's a pretty sick personality, pretty sick person, if that's the case, water signs. And I feel very bad. Now here we have this person, or water signs, or you, is concerned. This is a concern that has to do with a judgment. They were concerned about being judged. Maybe they were an alcoholic. Maybe they drank too much. They're afraid of being judged for their habits, or maybe being judged for drinking, or judged as being smug. Maybe that's it. Okay. Now, Uriel and the Man in the Mirror. Yep, great fortune. So this person has some kind of knowledge of how to do something. I don't know where they got it from. I don't know if they go to somebody who has this knowledge, water signs, or if they do it themselves. But somebody has some type of knowledge about spell work or spell castings or spell bindings, and they got in your head. But here's what happened. They looked upon the waters, looked in their scrying mirror or in their crystal, whatever they did, right? They looked to find where their fortune was. They are this King of Swords now. Are they happy? I don't know, water signs. King of Wands has a very cold life. Like, it's not a lot of emotion. It's logic. Like, we make sense. Why don't we get married? Because this makes sense. After all, you park your car in my driveway. I park my car in your driveway. Might as well just make it legal. That's the kind of thing that's here, because this is a mirror reflection of two people that wanted the same thing. This person found somebody. This is like a twin flame type of thing. So water signs, if this is somebody that you were involved with, they're with their twin flame or their truth. This is their truth. Now, if it's meant to be with you, rest and assured, the universe will make it so. It'll make it happen. Sometimes it takes, I hate to say this, but because I don't want somebody criticizing me for saying it, but sometimes it takes more than one lifetime to be with your twin flame. Just because you're here and they're here and you recognize them, they recognize you, doesn't mean that they're obligated to spend the rest of their life with you during this lifetime. It might just be a recognition during this lifetime. This person may have recognized that you were their twin flame. And now it's very weird because I don't get the impression that you're together. What I'm getting the impression is that they're with someone else, because I have this courtship card. I don't think that this is, although this is the Ten of Cups, which is water energy, but I also have the World card. So I think that this cycle is complete within itself. This Ten of Cups, the World, that's a completion. I think this person was worried that it was over because I have the Nine of Cups, and it was their wish come true. I think they were concerned about maybe finances, maybe about a family matter, or okay. I just got this message that somebody was in exile. Very sad, but they felt exiled from the family or from a group, almost like they were, water signs, that they were blackmailed somehow. Do this and we'll accept you back. Or we'll give you this, or we'll give you that, whatever it is. That's pretty cruel, right? I don't get it. I mean, I tell people all the time, I'm a life coach, and I don't get it. Me, myself, and I'm guess although I didn't have the best of parents, I'm glad I got the ones I got, because they allowed me freedom to explore who I am. They didn't, you know, not my spirituality anyway, Um, but it's almost like there's some command about how things happen, or how things take place. Well, we're almost at 40 minutes, so I'm gonna real quick. I wanted to pull one of these or a couple of these angel cards for water signs, please. Mary, please tell me, for water signs, what can they expect? All right. These flew over there. These were upside down, so I'm not going to take those, and that one just went on the floor.
Come here, baby.
This is really nice, water signs, because out of everything that you've been through, and I really do believe this, I really do. I think that you would have sacrificed something greater than this situation, than what this situation merited, to be honest with you. Because still, you have an opportunity for success. Not with this situation, but you do have an opportunity for success. And then I got these cards, the ones that flew, and it's still flying. No need to worry. Water signs, biggest worry warts. No need to worry. There's a compromise coming. Somehow. Take action. There's your Chariot for you Cancers. I think that going forward, you will not allow yourself to be involved in anything of that, any situation like that again. I think that you've learned a very powerful, when people say you did the work. Well, what is the work? What is the work? You did the work. Only you're going to know that. That's the truth of it. And for somebody to say you did the work, God only knows what that work is. But you'll know when you feel better about your position. It took me a while. I'm not going to lie. Like I said, Saturn, I think Saturn left Capricorn. What's the deal? The karmic wheel has completed 2.5 years. And I'm telling you, for 2.5 years, I was just very, very, very unhappy. So I'm glad that I'm back, and I'm glad that it's over. But in any case, water signs, real quick, because I think very highly of my water signs, me being a water sign. I want to know what door's opening for you with success, opportunity for success. Okay. This is the door that's opening for you, and the sun is there. Let's see what it says. Cool. It says sunset. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. That's what I mean. You are ending you're ending a cycle of very painful circumstances and situations, because you're seeing now that you're able to create what it is that you want. I think that the part of the man in the mirror is, again, the law of attraction. The law of attraction and the law of karma. I think that this cycle was you learning about the law of karma, cause and effect. What goes around comes around. And trust and believe you me, I'm going to tell you this, that you may have felt that you got the crappy end of the stick because, well, you don't know how the story really ended, do you? But rest assured, you finished a karmic cycle. This person went back to what they didn't finish. So pray for that person and make better choices going forward and keep out of the karmic loop-de-loop. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed your reading, and I'm going to keep telling all of the water, all of the other elements that I am going to do a reading for all the signs. It's a pretty fun. It's fun. It's not for like, my usual spirituality, metaphysics, mumbo jumbo, but it's a lot of fun, and I hope that you like, share, and subscribe my videos so that you get to see when it comes out. And it should be the mid to the end of April, I'll say. I mean, I'm not sure, but I am going to do it because it is that much fun. Okay, I love you guys. Trust and believe me. The tunnel has an end. The cloud has a silver lining. Life gets better. There were waves of water signs going through these situations, and just like, the epidemic that we have, it was an epidemic for you guys. It was an epidemic, really. But there's a cure, and the cure begins with you. So, I love you, water signs. Boom, boom, 2 beats in my heart. And Rev Sky will talk to you very, very soon. Please like, share, and subscribe. And be blessed. Take care. Bye.